From the studios of Books in Motion, this is Engene reading Random Victim by Michael A. Black. We'll begin with Chapter 1, Meeting at a Rest Stop. Waves of heat rose from the tapering ribbon of expressway, and Martin Walker could hear the distant rumble of motorcycles. They appeared gradually on the horizon as three incremental dots shimmering in the midday sun. It had to be them. He studied the sight momentarily before forcing himself out of the air-conditioned comfort of his Mercedes-Benz. It was insufferably hot, even for early September. He flipped the alarm button on his remote and walked across the expanse of asphalt toward the solid-looking brick building housing the rest-stop toilet facilities so graciously provided by the Illinois Department of Transportation. He could already feel himself starting to sweat. As he got to the big metal door, scratched and painted with a myriad of graffiti, the stench caused his nostrils to flare. Where the hell do all our tax dollars go that they can't at least keep these damn things cleaned? He thought. But the unmuffled roar of the three Harleys was growing steadily louder, and as Walker grabbed the metal handle and stepped inside, he knew that the unpleasant smell wasn't really what was causing his anxiety. Several urinals lined the far wall opposite a row of toilet stalls and twin sinks. It was even hotter in here than it was outside, and Walker continued to sweat profusely. So profusely he could feel the wetness of his collar and hoped it wouldn't seep through his shirt and into the jacket lining of his gray suit. Taking up a position at the urinal nearest the sink, he leaned on the rectangular metal privacy screen, making his best effort at nonchalance. The sound of the motorcycles outside ceased. Walker waited, and moments later the door swung open, making a resounding thump as it hit the solid stone of the brick wall. Nuke strode in, clad in his usual dirty blue jeans, sleeveless Levi jacket, and engineer boots. Walker's nod was ignored, and Nuke walked over to the far end of the enclosed stalls. One by one he kicked open each door, the metal making a sharp clinking sound that hurt Walker's ears, but he knew better than to say anything. Nuke's dark hair hung in a mangy, unkempt fashion, and reflective sunglasses masked his eyes. The huge, winged Harley-Davidson emblem seemed stretched across the back of the jacket, pulled taut by the oversized muscles. After he'd checked the last stall, the big man turned and went to the urinal closest to Walker. "How's it going?" Walker asked, trying to coax the slight tremor out of his voice. The other man ignored the greeting but lowered the sunglasses on his nose. "What the hell you staring at, Marty?" he said, as he began to urinate. Walker bristled at the use of the nickname he hated, but he knew Nuke loved to bait him, and dealing with this big cretin had become a necessary evil. Pursing his lips, he looked away. Nuke shifted a wad of tobacco to the front of his mouth, just inside his lower lip. His head turned with the quickness of a large jungle cat, and a looping stream of spit shot out, landing on the floor next to Walker's shoe. "Hey," Walker said, "cut it out, would you?" Stepping back from the sinks, he reached inside the pocket of his suit coat and removed an envelope. He quickly laid it on the top of the metallic surface. "There it is." Nuke finished urinating, gave Walker a sly sideways glance, and grabbed the envelope with his left hand. At the same time, a huge buck knife suddenly appeared in his right. With a flick of his wrist, he popped the blade open. Walker recoiled automatically. Nuke smirked and used the finely honed blade to slice through the paper seal. Walker felt the shiver travel down his spine, wishing Nuke would put the damn thing away. Knives disturbed him. Nuke disturbed him. He watched as the big man slipped the bills out and counted them. Satisfied, he rolled